Pose. Pose.
Baby, 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 blah, baby, 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 blah. Today is Maddie Monday. And guess what? I think this is my first Maddie Monday. Why? Because I didn't have any Maddies. Now I have 3 Maddies. Francine, Finn, and Milo. Finn and Milo, twin boys. Francine, maybe the triplets. You know, they're triplets. They're triplets. They're my Maddies. They still have clothes that they've had on for a long time. I'm going to rummage through my clothes bin, because that's basically what I have. And don't laugh when you look at me rummaging through the clothes bin, because I don't have anything organized. Why? Because I don't really have anything organized. I need drawers. I need I have some ideas in my mind where I can put stuff in this small space. However, let's look for something for the Maddies. Okay, guys, this is my bin. This is my bin of stuff. And it is a disaster. It is not neat. It is not tidy. It is a disaster of clothing and a mixture of all sizes. It makes it hard for me to find things. I think I need like a dresser in this space. Maybe a little dresser in this space would be better. But I gotta find some things that are gonna fit Maddie's. Now, what sizes are these babies? Probably 12 months, I would think. So let's see. I'm embarrassed, okay? I'm embarrassed of this mess. You know, if my baby doll clothes look like this, what does my clothes look like? You don't want to know. Honestly, you don't want to know. It's pretty disastrous. I am not the most organized person in the world. Look at this. My goal is to be as cool as my dad. Halifax. That's cool. Da 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 da. Look at this for when we get closer to Christmas. Oh, I dropped a hat. So guys, how's everybody doing out there in this beautiful world? I've been catching up and watching videos and I got such a kick out of the whole, you know, friggin' set of twins that were left at the Department of Community Service Office and Family Services. Oh my goodness. Isn't that terrible? They were left there because their dad, which AKA is Pookie, I think, or Mookie or Pookie or something, was arrested for dolly selling, illegal dolly selling. Can you imagine? They finally caught the culprit. Da, 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 da. Should it be peach? Should it be these sorts of things today? I don't know what to dress the Maddies in. Oh my gosh. I must say, guys, I'm slowly but surely getting this room organized. Now, when I had the Airbnb, this was a room, and Airbnb, and then because of COVID, it went to the shits. So then, ooh, Mama's little helper. Yeah, because of COVID, it went to the shits, and we decided to rent out rooms because I wasn't working, so I needed to do something. So, sorry. I'm watching and I'm doing things at the same time. So, anywho, young fella that we had in this little space with all the shelving, this was the Busy Bee Emporium room, where I did have tried to have an online business, had it for about a year plus, but it seemed like people more and more wanted to gravitate towards me picking up and going shopping for people, picking up dope and liquor and dropping it off like a regular delivery service. I wanted to have a service where you go online, you purchase what you are wanting right online. And I had originally was all kinds of junk. And that's the way I wanted to do it. And then we increased it to more foods and stuff like that. Because, during COVID and stuff, pre-COVID, this is from my baby friend Carol. I haven't put this on a baby yet. I got to leave this one out because this is so cute. Anywho, I never... Oh my gosh, this is from Carol too. Look at that onesie. I got distracted again. Anyway, it didn't work out because I wanted to have people order stuff, me gather it up from the house, and in this room with all these shelves had garbage and junk and every kind of thing in here you could possibly think of was in here to deliver to people, except for alcohol, obviously, and things like that. Anything that was allowed to be in here with the Department of Health and stuff. So I had that. And I will say, baby, Anna. Sorry. I will say that that was really terrible having all that stuff in here because I really could not stay out of it. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it no more. I'm getting distracted. My main thing I was going to say is the young fella that was in here that rented this space when we rented rooms out, which if anybody ever thinks about renting rooms out, we brought ourselves down into the basement. And if you ever want to rent rooms out, I don't know about how it is in the States or anywhere else in Canada, but it is for the renter, not for the actual people that own the space. I mean, we had an older man that seemed really good at first, really good, really sweet at first. He was in one of the rooms. We had a fella going to nursing school in another room. And then we had a fella here that was, I'm not sure where he was working. Anyway. They paid cheap rent. I mean, the guy that was in this room paid $350, everything included. Okay. So anyway, his space was absolutely immaculate. I'm talking about all the shelves that I have my babies on. He had his clothes folded and stacked up and his pants laid out. He ironed them. Everything was beautiful. His sneakers all lined up pristine. I'm talking about pristine everything. Okay. However, he wasn't pristine in the house. We'll put it that way. Oh my gosh. He burnt my counter and how many times because he was making, from a different culture, he was making different types of bread, different things. And instead of taking the hot pan and leaving it on the stove, he would take the hot pan, I think he was making flatbread or something, and he'd bring it over to the counter and it would be splashing oil, and my counter is ruined because of him. Okay. And not only that, he ruined my towels because he'd take my towels and use them to clean his car because his car was immaculate, to clean his car. And when I had the Airbnb, I got really nice, white, beautiful, fluffy towels from Costco. Had it so nice. And I thought, well, I might as well leave it in here for these guys too, right? Because it only makes sense that I would leave it in here for these guys too. And utilize all the nice stuff because I knew I wasn't doing Airbnb again for a while. And when we had the Airbnb, we had the kitchen and the living room was tables and we used to serve breakfast and stuff like that. You know, anything to earn an income. You know what I'm saying, people? Anything to earn an income. So What was I saying? So yeah, we left the towels there. Anyway, more and more things were getting ruined. And I would say to him, please do not use the towels for... Don't use the towels for washing your car and whatever. And he used to... Look at the light above my head. That looks weird. I'll come on this side. So he used to, or did, pray a lot, right? So get on his knees, but he'd have to lean on something like a mat or something like that. And he wouldn't go and buy it, but instead he would use my good white towels. And I would say, you can't do that. You can't. You have to get something for yourself. Anyway, he totally refused. Blah, blah, blah. My towels got time and time ruined. He was the last person here because the guy across the hall that was here going to school for nursing, he ended up bringing in a friend, and the two of them were in there carrying on and whatever. And it didn't bother us, but it bothered the older man across the hall who would curse and swear and come out and yell at the guy across the hall and tell them to shut the hell up and you foreign. He was an older white male who didn't think much of that, and it would come out, you can't speak in my language, blah, blah, blah. It was awful. So anyway, the two, lo and behold, despite the fact of me getting involved and trying to mediate some things, it didn't really work out, and the two young people said, we're moving out, right? Which I understand. And the older fella, despite the fact I talked to him, yeah, I know, but you can't do that. This is your space. This is their space. If it's after a certain hour in the evening and they're loud, I will address it. I'm downstairs, but prior to that, it's not an issue, right? But it was an issue to him. Then he started blaming the guy across the hall for the burnt stuff out in the hallway and all this things that are things like not in the hallway, in the kitchen, and there's underwear in the cupboards, and supposedly the man that was in this room was using underwear to clean the counters. What the fuck? What the fuck? He blamed it on me. And the man across the hall, he said, what kind of place is this? You can't buy dish towels. I was like, I don't do that. Well, look up there. And there was on one of the shelves in the kitchen, I don't know if it was older underwear, what he was using, utilizing it, right? To clean the counters. I threw it out. But then it happened again. This older man just went ballistic. This is way off the topic of the Maddies. Anywho, I'm getting to the thing about how organized he was and how disorganized I was. But he was so organized with his own things, but used and abused my items, right? So, to make a long story short, police were called, the old man, and there was a big controversy, and the old man said, I shouldn't be coming up here. This is our space. We're renting up here. I'm not supposed to come up here. And I said, well, I don't come up here very often because of COVID, right? This is COVID, but I'm still here, right? We were trying to utilize not going up in the kitchen that much and that sort of stuff. No, you're not allowed up here at all. So anyway, the police, until this man moved out, because I served him with papers to get out, because of all the issues, we had to leave. We had to leave. So we had to leave until this man left. And then the other man was gone, and it was the young fella here in this space and the older man who conversed back and forth. Lo and behold, after everything took place, we come to find out the young fella that was so pristine in here was the individual who was leaving underwear and doing weird shit out in the main spaces. Okay. And discovered that all my towels were getting ruined. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take all these good towels and I'll bring other towels. These are towels that mostly we were utilizing downstairs and put it up there. Okay. He was pissed at that. He was pissed. He wanted the good, white, fluffy towels. And if you don't bring them up, I'm going to have to call the police on you. I'm like, excuse me? You're what? Like, this is not a hotel. This is, a room you're renting. For the most part, when people rent rooms, they get their own bloody towels. It's not the people in the house responsibility to provide the towels, right? Anyway, he was despised by that. He called his mother. I tried to talk to him. He said he didn't want to talk to me. He only wanted to talk to Trevor. And I'm sad. And you know me, I'm like, I don't care what you think about women, but you're talking to me. I own this house. Me. Not Trevor. Me. I own this house. So if you're talking to anybody, you're talking to me. Oh no, he only wanted to talk to Trevor. So I said, you're out. I said, that's it. I'm done. Gave him the paper. He has to go, right? Prior to that, he tried everything he could to make it miserable here. I don't know. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Anyway, I was talking about how beautiful and clean this room was in this space. And I still haven't replaced my counters out there. Anyway, let's get back to the Maddies. I definitely was on a tangent. Ba 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 da 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 da. Anyway, okay, let's get to the Maddies. Oh my gosh, guys, I need to get some twinning outfits for my boys because I don't have any. So these outfits that I picked out are different sizes, but they're the same. We're going to put them on the Maddies. Not the Maddies, Milo and Finn. And it's so interesting because Trevor's new grandchild is named Milo. Whoop! Oh my goodness, look at your hair, buddy. Yes, his new grandchild is named Milo. I love the name Milo. I think it's super sweet and different. So, baby boy, let's get you dressed. And like I said in other videos, when I first got these babies, they were super cheap. I don't know how I lucked in on these super deals. I haven't changed them. I haven't weighted them. I haven't done anything to them. I love them just the way they are for now. And I will say that I didn't think much of the Milo getup. I did. Not the Milo getup. The Maddies. I didn't think much of Maddies because I don't know. They look different to me until I got Maddies. And then I'm just so in love with them. I had to get another one because I got these two at the same time because I thought they're super cheap. If I don't like them, I can give them away or use them as whatever. Giveaway or something. I haven't done giveaway in a forever long time. Anywho. So here is these sweet ones. Do I have the gray one underneath here? No, I took the gray one off. So we're going to leave these onesies on you. This is Finn. His face is fatter. No, this is Finn. His face is fatter. And this is Milo. So let's get them dressed. Wow, I can't believe how close Christmas is coming. Now, since Trevor and I got together, what's been, gosh, must be 8 years. We've never got ornaments together. It's basically my life in the past, ornaments. And he claims he had ornaments, but I don't know where he put them. Because we didn't bring them here. Anywho, I'm the one that puts the tree up every year. It's not like when my kids were small and they would all, get around and we'll put the treats out and we'll put the tree up. Nothing like that. I put the tree up while the other two do whatever. That's the exciting, thrilling thing about Christmas. And I remember watching Spring Flower's video that said she chose to opt out of Christmas. Well, my girl, I commend you because I've been wanting to do that for many, many years. Oh my goodness, look at this sweet boy. Yes, I've been wanting to do that for many, many years because once my belief system really changed, I didn't really want to participate in something that I didn't believe in the actual story or history or faith behind Christmas. And I just disliked Christmas. I disliked Christmas since I think my parents separated. I think I've talked about that before in different videos. And my daughter would say, and I didn't realize I did this, when you say things out loud sometimes, you don't realize how much it affects your kids until later. I would say to my kids, or my children, I don't think I'm putting a tree up this year, and I don't want to put a tree up. I hate it, blah, blah, blah. My poor daughter would think to herself, oh my gosh, Mom's not putting a tree up, right? And it was true. But I continue to do it for my children. Now my son is getting older. He's 17 now. And I said to Sophia, once Silas is out on his own and all that sort of stuff, I don't think I want to do the tree anymore. Mom, you say that every year. You don't want to do the tree. You're not going to do the tree. Every year you say that. And I'm like, I know. And then I feel societal pressure to put the tree up. Right? I feel the pressure to put the tree up every single time. And, as a side note, this Maddie, the mottling is so good. Now, these beautiful chocolate babies, you can't see the mottling, but this Maddie, the mottling is really cool. Really cool. Isn't she cute in her dress? So, I don't want to do it. And I love that Springflower made that decision, and she didn't get overpowered by family putting the pressure on her, because I feel like a lot of times, I'm not saying my kids, but my husband, ex-husband, very religious man. I was very, very religious and spiritual. Went from being very religious to more spiritual to what I would consider now of no real faith of Christian in any kind of denomination, I would say. So, Francine, just not the cute little girl. So, societal pressures are very, like, I would talk to Trevor, and he doesn't have a Christian faith or any kind of faith in spiritual things or higher beings or anything like that. So I would say, well, why do you have to celebrate Christmas? Isn't that ridiculous? Celebrating Christmas if you don't believe in the history or the story or the reason why people have Christmas. Well, I don't know. I said, well, why do you do it? Why do you put a Christmas tree up? Why do you go through all that stress of gifts and all that kind of stuff? I sound like I'm the Grinch. Why do you do that? Well, I don't know, but he still does. He still likes it because, to me, kind of like Springflower, I want to speak, and everybody has the right to do whatever they want, and that's why I'm sharing this, because it is a personal thing, and it's nothing against anybody, but some things you feel like you can't talk about because people, one, will feel bad for you or something, or try to convince you that you're Scrooge or something. But gift giving is something I would like to do spontaneously, not under pressure. So many years I went into debt trying to fulfill things that I couldn't fulfill because I've never been made of money. Yeah, so I've never been made of money. So you would try to create this beautiful Christmas for your kids because, and same with the, tooth fairy, all those things, because of, I grew up that way in the pressures of things. Where am I going with this? So this year, I'm the only one that decorates this tree. Although Trevor wants to have the Christmas, he wants it. And I think it's more about family, just like friends. What did the gals do? Friendsgiving meal. This is a Thanksgiving. It's a giving. It's a family giving event. And by looking at that, I get it. You have friends over. Not friends, family. It's the only time really family all have the same time off, hopefully, unless they're in the helping profession at a hospital or something like that. You usually have the same time off to go visit each other. And I love that. And it's nice. It's very traditional. The coat. Francine, Milo, and Finn. Beautiful, beautiful babies. Anywho. Yeah, so I thought, oh my gosh, I don't want to do the tree this year. Oh, it sounds like a chore, doesn't it, to me? And the event itself. But, and with our diet, I don't know how I'm going to survive that one. Anyway, Trevor still wants to have the meal and all that and have the kids over and stuff like that. So fair enough. I said, the kids are having meals everywhere else. We can just have something else. My daughter is vegetarian. I'm on this particular diet and Trevor's on this particular diet. I can make that bowl of bean / chili that we can eat and we'll have that. He still wants to have the turkey and he still wants to have his pie. So when you're eating your pie, I got to go somewhere else because I have a problem. It's like an alcoholic. I can't be in the room when someone else is eating that. And an alcoholic can't be in the room when someone else is drinking until they have the strength to do it. Well, the strength is not there yet. So I need to stay away from all that sort of stuff. Okay? Because I get up in the middle of the night and I eat. I will sneak it. I will say F it and I'll eat it. And it's just, and if I don't do that, if it's not in the house and I have nothing to get up in the middle of the night to eat, just being in the presence of it, it's going to frustrate me that I'm going to be cranky during this gathering anyway. So why in the world do I want to place myself in that situation? I've already told my mother that I'll drop Sophia and maybe Silas and maybe Sophia off to her meal. She's having a meal over there. And I'll come over when everything's put away. Isn't that awful? But I want to be successful. I need to lose this weight. I need to lose it for my health and for me and for my energy level, my motivation, the whole thing. I mean, I'm diabetic, all different things. I just need to do this. Okay. So I got to do whatever I got to do. And then as time goes on, I think I will be in a better strength space to be able to be around the things that I love to eat the most. So, where am I going with this? Yes. So I thought, okay, why don't I get some Christmas ornaments that represent both Trevor and I, because I don't know where his ornaments were over the years, and I've still had my same ornaments, and I've been putting those on the last 8 years. This year we get something different. So I got a bunch of things in the Amazon shopping cart. And he wants to go to Costco and look first before we say yes to the Amazon shopping cart, see if he can get it cheaper. But I think that would be nice. It's a fresh start. It's fresh. It's new. Because I don't think, well, I could say I'm not decorating nothing. He can still have the gathering and we can call it something different. I don't know. It's hard to not do it when you've done it your whole time for your children. Anyhow, that's me rambling on. What do you think of my Maddies? Aren't they the cutest things ever? Aren't the boys the cutest things ever? Now, one of those outfits is 12 months. One of them is 6 to 8 months. The girl one is 12 months, and I got them, and they fit them. You can tell some of them are loose. The middle one is a little tighter, but that's okay, because I got twin outfits. And I wonder if I put these on these boys already. I don't know. I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I don't have any twinning outfits. I got to get some twinning outfits. I need to get some clothing. Santa needs to bring me some clothing. Oh, no. Trevor and I, we don't buy gifts for each other. And when I was married, we never did that either. And one of those factors when I was married was cost. The other one was, the main fact was cost. Our money had to go to make it Christmas for our kids and for a meal. Never, ever, I feel bad about saying this, but the only few years that I got gifts for my brothers and for nieces and nephews and things like that was when I went into debt. And when I went into debt, either had a credit card or actually I would go down to those finance places that cost you a fortune and get some money out, a couple $1,000s, and that's what I would do. But then I would spend the whole rest of the year trying to pay it off. And of course, you're paying a lot more back than what you originally, got. And it was nice to be able to give, and it felt good, but it just didn't make logical sense to me. Like, please, and I would say year after year after year, don't buy me anything. You don't buy me anything, I'm not giving. And people would continuously buy gifts. And I would say, please, let's just get together and bring food. Don't buy stuff. And they would. And so I would always feel like I would feel bad. I would feel bad because financially it was me just working. My husband was not working. And later, after a lot of convincing, went on long-term disability. And it was very difficult. Very, very difficult. Now that Trevor and I are together, I'm not working. He sells things online and stuff like that. We are okay. But we're not made of money either. We go on trips, yes, but those trips are things, that's where we put our money. Everybody has priorities where they put their money. We don't buy fancy clothes. I'm not into getting, what do you call it? Top-notch things. We just get when we need it. And he likes to travel and I tag along, basically. I like it too. I don't like it as well as he does, but I've had some beautiful, 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 memorable experiences, and I'm so grateful for that. But I will say that everybody's priority is somewhere. We don't drink, we don't smoke. I mean, sometimes, we'll have wine at Christmas, and I think I have a whole thing of wine out there that I haven't touched. It's been there from 2 Christmases ago. So yeah, it's very rarely that we do anything like that. And yeah, so we like to travel. And that's where our money goes. And anytime we buy anything, here's a sneaking tip for you guys out there. If you have a card that collects arrow points, to which we do, we put everything on our card. Okay. And that collects arrow points for us to be able to get cheaper tickets, okay, and to travel. We have old cars to which we fix up, and I think we're actually saving. Trevor keeps saying we're saving on the grocery bill now that we have this diet, which is so good. Anyway, it seems like I start talking about one thing and I'm all over the place. What was I talking about? Oh, yes, Christmas gifts. So yes, we get things that we need throughout the year, but we don't need anything. So why are we going to buy stuff we don't need? Right? I know it's great, gift giving and all that. Even my son has said, Mom, he getting gifts that he doesn't even open. He has boxes of things he don't open. So it's I don't know. Am I a Scrooge? Am I? I don't know. I just look at it a little bit differently. I look about a little bit differently. Oh, wow. Whatever. What else am I going to say? I think that's probably about it. I've rambled on enough. And I hope you guys don't think I'm a Scrooge. Because I'm not a Scrooge. I just don't think people should suffer with no groceries, with nothing for a while because they're giving out gifts to people, things that they really maybe don't want or need. Does that make any sense? So I'm thinking more practical this year and for my kids. So we're getting for the kids, grandkids, my mom, and not for each other. And yeah. Anyway, hope everybody has a beautiful Christmas. Why am I talking about this? Oh my God, I feel bad. Should I post this? I don't know. I don't want people to think bad of me, but I just think about the practicalities of things. If you are financially able to do something, do it. Yes. Do I have a bunch of babies? Yes, I do. Yes. Should I have a bunch of babies? Probably not. But I do, and I was never able to treat myself the way I have. So maybe that looks upon like I'm sort of selfish. I talked about that in a different video when I talked about my dad, November 30th video. I don't know, but I am done trying to do what people think I should do, or what people want me to do, or what society tells me to do. I do what makes me happy. And these sweet babies, look at them. How can they not make you happy? Well, some people, they wouldn't make them happy at all because they think we are out to lunch. But look at the smiles. Look at them. They all smile the same. What's up with that? Why do they all smile the same? Oh, guys, I love yous all. Thank you for listening to my rambling and my rambling. Thank you so much, everyone out there. And my beautiful friends out there who do have a strong faith in whatever that is, Christianity, whatever that is, please don't take offense by me saying that I do not. And it's not meant to, there's no judgment. I think it's a wonderful thing, right? If that's for you, it's a wonderful thing. I've been there, okay? And it's just something that changed in my life over time. Different things changed over time, events, different things. And so I am very content where I am in my life. I'm settled. I'm content. I am so very happy. I'm at peace in my mind, peace in my soul. And I do the best that I can do every single day. And that's all that we can do. The best that we can do. No judgment, no finger pointing, no bullying, no harassment. All dolls are welcome here. I don't care. Love all your babies. I love all mine. And have yourself a fantastical Maddie Monday. Bye, everyone.